Progress Test 4. Why questions.
Why are you late? Why did you call me? Why are you laughing? Why did you change your mind? Why do you want to learn English? Why are you so quiet today? Why did you choose this hotel? Why are you wearing a suit? Why did you buy two? Why do you need my help? Why was the meeting canceled? Why do we need to redo this? Why did you leave your last job? Why is the internet so slow? Why should we hire you? Why is the deadline so soon? Why did you send this email to me? Why are we using this software? Why is the office so cold? Why did the boss look upset? Why do you want pizza again? Why do you need a new phone? Why do you like that color? Why are you selling your car? Why did you pick this restaurant? Why don't you like spicy food? Why do you want to go so early? Why do you need my ID? Why are you buying that? Why do you want to stay home tonight? Why are you crying? Why do you look so tired? Why are you so happy? Why is your face red? Why do you have a headache? Why are you nervous? Why do you look worried? Why are you so energetic? Why do you need to see a doctor? Why are you avoiding me? Why is the window open? Why are the lights on? Why is the floor wet? Why are you cooking so much food? Why is the dog barking? Why did you move the sofa? Why is there no milk? Why are you cleaning the house now? Why did you throw this away? Why is the TV so loud? Why is the flight delayed? Why do I need a visa? Why is this bag so heavy? Why are we taking the bus? Why do you like traveling alone? Why is this street closed? Why are we stopping here? Why did you bring an umbrella? Why is it so crowded here? Why are you looking at the map? Why do you think that? Why does it matter? Why are you telling me this? Why did he say that? Why do people like this song? Why is she famous? Why don't we go out? Why are you being so mean? Why did you disagree? Why are they so loud? Why is the sky blue? Why do leaves change color? Why does it rain? Why do we sleep? Why is the ocean salty? Why do birds fly south? Why do we yawn? Why does ice float? Why is the sun so hot? Why do magnets stick together? Why don't we take a break? Why don't you try again? Why doesn't this work? Why don't you ask her? Why don't we go to Japan? Why doesn't he answer his phone? Why don't you sit down? Why don't we just tell the truth? Why don't you wear your jacket? Why don't we meet at 6 o'clock? Why is life so complicated? Why did this happen to me? Why do we have to grow up? Why is it so hard to save money? Why do you always help people? Why is time moving so fast? Why do we dream? Why should I trust you? Why are you still here? Why not?